The annual Cancer Walk was held over the weekend on the Northern Highway. Love TV's Monica Bowden and cameraman Miles Gillett pounded the pavement on Saturday morning and bring you the following report.
On Saturday, hundreds of Belizeans gathered in front of Selena's in Ladyville for the 14th annual Cancer Walk. The 9-mile walk started at 5 o'clock in the morning. According to Liberta Medina, Vice President of the Cancer Society, this year was grand.
Oh, it was grand. It was great. We had a lot of support this year. We had a lot of business people helping us, and all the employees from the different organizations came out and supported us. In fact, we sold out all our T-shirts. So we want to say thanks to everybody for this great support this year. It was wonderful, and we're forever grateful because the Cancer Society serve a lot of people in our community. And every month we send away at least 10 children to get treatment in Merida, and we assist adults as well.
Now, how many T-shirts you guys had on sale, and for how much the T-shirts were going for?
The T-shirts were going for $20, and then we had to pay a little extra when you want to put on your own logo. We had like 2,000 T-shirts, and we had like 800 polo shirts, and we had caps, so we had a lot of stuff to sell this year. So we are very grateful to everybody in Belize, and we want to encourage you to continue to support the Belize Cancer Society.
And the monies from those sales will go towards?
Go towards sending away children and assisting adults. Also through education, we go into the different organizations and we educate people about prevention of cancer, treatment, taking care of yourself to live a healthy lifestyle.
According to Medina, the annual Cancer Walk is getting bigger every year as more and more Belizeans participate. Now, in comparison to previous years, how was this morning's crowd?
Oh, this was wonderful. It was much bigger than last year. It's getting bigger and bigger every year. So we're still encouraging more people to come out. We are also in partnership with the Dangriga Cancer Center through Dr. Ellsworth Grant. He is assisting a lot of us, our children and adults now, that we don't have to send them out of the country. They go and they get their first tests and examination and things with them, and he gives them referrals. But he does a lot of help with us, thanks to Dr. Ellsworth Grant and the Belize Dangriga Center.
Now, Ms. Medina, what is the purpose of this annual walk?
This purpose of this walk is to educate people and to bring about awareness of cancer in our community, that we have to start living a better life. We have to start taking care of our health, eating better, taking your tests, your pap smears. If you see something different in the way you're feeling, go and get a checkup with a doctor. Just don't stay at home and say, it will go away. We want to educate people to take care of themselves. If you feel different, go out, go to the doctor and get help. You can go just to the clinics and get a pap smear. And we're especially encouraging all the women in the rural areas and in Belize City, because we are noticing that in Belize City is a large scale of cervical cancer. And this cancer can be prevented if it's caught in the early stage.
Dina Perez, an employee of the Belize Telemedia, says she has been doing this event for 14 years now.
I do it every year for the 14 years. I've been doing it every year.
You have a special reason why you come out and walk?
Most of my family died from cancer. I have my mom, had 2 years in February. My adopted mother will have a year in July, died from breast cancer.
So you come out every year and support this initiative?
Yes.
Is it difficult? 9 miles, that's a lot.
No. For the first year, I felt that I wouldn't make it, but I did. And so every year I come out.
What's the pace that you take? Or you have any secret for those who might say, I feel tired, I can't do this next year?
No, man. You walk. If you don't start fast, you start as normal, and then you will make it. But if some people start fast and then halfway they get tired, so you just do a nice pace.
And right now you feel well energized. You feel like...
Yes, I feel good.
She is the season's first tropical storm, even though officially the hurricane season does not start for another few hours. But over the weekend, tropical storm Agatha tore through El Salvador, Guatemala, and southern Mexico, leaving death and destruction in her wake. We have this report on damage caused in Guatemala from Reuters news agency.
Tropical storm Agatha slams into Guatemala's Pacific coast, killing at least 13 people in the region. The storm caused a major bridge to collapse south of the capital city, Guatemala City. Fireman and rescue worker Jose Mejia said his teams were busy searching for any victims from the bridge collapse.
We are trying and continuing to try to find the victims, and thankfully the rains have slowed and we are freer to work.
Guatemala has already declared a state of emergency. Deborah Luderbeck, Reuters.
Agatha made landfall near the Guatemala-Mexico border on Saturday with winds up to 40 miles per hour. The death toll is recorded at 118 in Guatemala, 15 in Honduras, and 9 in El Salvador, and reports adds that dozens of people remain missing. Tropical storm Agatha caused flooding and landslides which have washed off roads and collapsed bridges, cutting off isolated communities. Some roads have also been blocked by debris, and in Guatemala, water pipes have also been broken. Over 100,000 people have been evacuated in Guatemala, while some residents have fled to Honduras. According to officials in Guatemala, shelters are already overflowing. In El Salvador, over 150 landslides have been reported and have affected over 90% of the country's roads. 11,000 people have been evacuated in the country.
You may recall the story of 37-year-old Stephen Buckley, who was shot by a police officer in the head with a Pump 12 shotgun. The incident occurred on April 29th. Reports were that Buckley, along with his boss, Marlon Myers, and another man went to pick up some work tools on Guerra Street. When making their way into Crawl Road, they were stopped by a police vehicle. Before the men could exit their vehicle, the police officer fired 2 shots, hitting Buckley in the head. Today, Stephen Buckley is considered a lucky man by many since he was released from the KHMH at 1 o'clock this afternoon after being hospitalized for over a month.
And I feel right now, I feel good-ish. I think what, not that good, you know. Still, not really have no pain and thing.
You recall anything that happened, Steve?
Well, I remember the man, the police shot me, right? 2 of them, they shot me and shot me in my face. That's what I remember, you know.
You guys weren't doing anything to...
Nothing for make them hurt me. I'm in work. Pick up my tools there, right? The electrical tools there. That's why I can pick up and things make that happen, you know. Then the man, they go and shot me, you know, they pick up. Thank me good lad that my wife made today for me, you know. And I mean, like at least she made it for me. But my son they never really gonna look for me because they're too small, you know. But my wife made it for me.
Now, Miss Wan, you just care to tell me how do you feel to have your husband back at home?
I feel happy.
When did you get the good news that Mr. Buckley could come home?
Today when I reached the hospital, the nurse told me that he's going to be released today, and I feel so happy because I'm tired of the hospital, up and down, you know, very tiring.
How hard was it for you to actually, I mean, you had the 2 boys at home, then you had to run the household and be at the hospital at the same time. How hard was it for you?
Very difficult, but I find a way to, you know, to schedule my time and everything.
Now, what did doctor say about Mr. Buckley? I mean, in terms of recovery.
Oh, it take a time, take a while before he can, you know, do something like walking again.
I know he is a lucky man, and you're a very lucky woman to have your husband back, because a lot of the times we lose our loved one in that sort of way from gunshot. But I mean, he is a living testimony that God is good. How does it make you feel?
Well, I feel great that God gave him another chance, gave him another chance in life.
Now, when the boys saw their daddy at home, what was their reaction like?
Oh, this one, he started to cry a little, sad, I guess, or happy, I don't know. So, and the other one was, he didn't cry. I think they're happy.
How do you feel that your daddy's at home?
Good.
You good?
Yes, Mom.
You missed him a lot?
Yes, Mom.
This news broadcast comes to you from Love Television. Still to come, a look at regional and weather news. We'll be right back.